Yo, welcome back to the Head Empty channel. My name is Jace, and we're back with Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. This is going to be episode 4. I'm probably going to knock out a few of them today. I just edited episode 2, and I picked up a few things during editing that I didn't notice the first time that I'll probably get into at some point later. But yeah, I edited episode 2. Last time we had the battle with the he's an evil priest guy. It was an interesting one. He was pretty much just kind of your mustache twirling bad guy. He wanted power, but it did continue the themes we've had of like religion so far. You know, we've had this idea, at least I felt, of kind of faith versus I don't know, science, right? Because alchemy kind of has like a science to it. It's got that kind of that feel to it, and the people involved feel like they are very in tune with that sort of stuff, the sciencey elements and whatnot. And we've got like the 7 deadly sins and stuff. We literally met someone calling themselves like God or whatever, you know, Kami. And then we just recently have this whole episode with I don't remember, sorry, I don't know if he got a name, the dude who was making the flowers, who had the Philosopher's Stone, or a fake, I guess they said, Philosopher's Stone, which from what I'm gathering, just kind of like amplifies the powers, or like increases different possibilities with like alchemy, you know, removes certain limitations maybe, I'm not sure, but whatever it is, it's really interesting, and it's really fun to watch our characters kind of get involved in all this. You know, they were looking for, it seems like they're looking for a Philosopher's Stone for themselves, so they were disappointed maybe last time that it was a fake. I guess that's what they might need in order to get their bodies back, because that's kind of the hunt that they're on while investigating this stuff. Ed is, so far, he's been my favorite, I think. He's just kind of, he's witty. I noticed that, like, he's just a little punk, but he's witty, and he can be sarcastic, kind of full of himself in certain ways, and I like that. I like those traits. And really doesn't like being called short, is what I'm gathering as well, which is pretty funny. Al is, I'd like more on Al. He's kind of just following his brother around a little bit, and so I assume that we'll start to get more on him. Seems like a nice younger brother, real trusting of Ed, and Ed seems to be, you know, he's leading everything. He seems to be the more capable one. Maybe he feels a little bit of, I'm sure he has to feel some guilt over kind of getting Al involved in all this, and you know, it was sort of his idea, because he was a smart kid back then, with the whole tragedy with their bodies and stuff, trying to get their mom back. I also noticed, like, there was somebody teaching them, because, you know, again, I just edited, that's a word I can't say, and you're never gonna hear it again. Again, I just finished editing episode 2, and yeah, they had a teacher that I just kind of glossed over. I didn't really think about. I thought it was interesting at the time, but I definitely didn't like keep thinking about it. Like, yeah, they had a teacher. I want to know. I'm gonna say we're probably definitely gonna figure out more about that person, because I think it was also implied that person didn't use transmutation circles either, or is that what it's called? Is it transmutation circles? I think that's right. They didn't use them either, so that's maybe who taught Ed how to not do that. But Ed also seemed surprised at the fact that Al couldn't do it. So I don't know. There was also something that felt like it was implying he learned it through his experience with the God person, or with that whole thing, but they kind of just glossed over it. So I don't know. I think him not having to use those circles is going to be a big plot point. And I will say, in last episode, it was weird because I think I did see something like that. Again, I watched like the first couple episodes of Full Metal Alchemist years ago, and I feel like I did remember some of those scenes. I didn't look into it, but it felt familiar, so I don't know. I'm just not sure. Maybe I saw it maybe somehow I got spoiled. It felt like really weird, like I remembered it. But yeah, a lot of it was just kind of reiterating stuff that we already knew, so that's another reason why I think I might have seen that before, and it might be some adaptation weird shit. Or I could be fully tripping. So anyway, I don't know. I'm interested to see, again, more of Al, definitely more of Ed. He's very entertaining to watch as a main character. And yeah, questions. Always gonna have questions on Bradley, on the Führer. I want more from Winry and Riza. Those two as well, because Riza seems like she's got something. Everybody seems like they have a goal, which is good because they all feel like real characters at the moment. Even though I know nothing about them, like they feel like they have depth and stuff that I'm excited to kind of get into. So that's always a good sign for me. Man, okay, let me just get into this. I'm sorry. I'm sure you wanted to watch the show. I do too, I promise. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment. I just learned that there's like a list of episodes with after credit scenes. Thank you to who left that comment. Yeah, I wrote down the list of episodes, so I'll keep an eye out for that. Anyway, let's get into it. Okay, let's go! I'll check out the OP again after you'll have to let me know when the next OP pops up. Okay, recap. That's good. I kind of wanted this. Yeah, he turned into that monster. And who's making fake ones? What's the point of making fake ones? It seems like they were kind of like empowering people for some reason. Because I think they were trying to imply that the Sins were giving those out. Also, who's narrating? I can't tell if that's a voice I should be recognizing. Iron Blood Alchemist. Ah, God. Who is this guy? Okay, so he's kind of like, Armstrong. That is sick as fuck, dude. That's cool. He just spawned cannons. This is the coolest shit we've seen yet. He controls iron, and this dude was just dodging cannon fire. Oh my god, the fights are gonna be so sick in the show. Why I was gonna grab him by the face like that, bro? Get your dirty ass hands off my face, man. That's when you get a lick to the palm. He looks cool too. The fuck was that about? Turn your back on God. Have the same gauntlets and everything. We're gonna get a Hughes episode? Riza. Much paperwork. Damn. Would you have to, does that mean, would you have to know like all the inner workings of that radio system in order to just touch it and fix it like that? Like, would you have to have knowledge of how to do that? Or is that just like, you know, I have the power to do that, I fixed it? I'm still a little unclear on the specifics of the powers, but it's only because, I only go into that because it feels like a show where the specifics might matter. Nice. He's got such an attitude, man. Oh yeah, I totally forgot about that. True, hey. Okay. Feels like we're gonna need this stone though. Why they got such beef, man? Ooh. Okay. So a chimera, I know it's some kind of monster, but isn't it like kind of, it's like an amalgamation of things, like mixed things together? And to me, when the themes of this show, like, you know, religious religious themes, and you're usually talking about like a creator of some time of some kind. I'm not religious at all, just so you know. So like if there's like religious symbolism, I know very little. It's just not my bag. No disrespect if that's what you're into. It's just it ain't me. So, but when I try to think from that perspective of someone who's really religious and really believes in a creator and worships that, I feel like I would be against the idea of man creating new beings of some kind. You know? Yeah, I find that interesting. I wonder if that's going to play into anything. Must be getting work. Dog! That's a big ass dog. Guy seems tired. The soundtrack is weird. Alright, sorry. I'm getting weird vibes. It's just also, sorry. I'll talk about this. I noticed this a lot. Look at his fucking, like, arms. I could be just fucking bugging, bro. Maybe I'm just wasting time, but, like, whenever, something that I notice a lot in fucking anime, I don't trust motherfuckers when their hands get animated really fucking detailed. Like, they have, it's not insane detail, but, like, his sleeves are rolled up, and it's showing me his, like, arms, and they're shaded. It's just, I don't know. It looks like there's extra detail put into that, and they don't look like friendly hands to me. It could just be the soundtrack. It feels a little ominous. He's probably just tired. Sorry. Maybe he's got a daughter. Maybe he's doing something for her. Or for his wife. Didn't he say his wife was gone? Give me a new arm. I knew it, bro. Look at the fucking smile. I'm getting weirded out by this dude. He's weird. He's fucking sus. And I hear like these animals, they're like whimpering and shit. They sound like they're in pain. It's like pain of existing. Because you weren't made by, like, naturally, by the hands of God. Yeah, they're determined. Don't know what that means. Stay away from me, man. He's probably just like misunderstood. It's probably like he's doing some crazy shit for his daughter. Alexander? He's a good boy. I forgot this guy's name already. But he showed up twice, so maybe I should remember it. Did we learn anything? Or we didn't find anything. Alright. I got it. What the hell is that gonna mean? Oh? Okay. Oh. Is that why he's under pressure?
広い家にお父さんと二人じゃ寂しいね。
お父さん優しいし、アレキサンダーもいるから。お父さん最近研究室ばっかりだから。
Dad lore. Give me more. I want to know about that dude.
運動すれば兄さん。
それもいいな。ほら犬。俺の運動に付き合え。
Did they get like an actual little girl for this role? It sounds like a child, unless it's just someone doing a really good impression of a little kid. It's pretty good if that's the case. But I always appreciate when they get actual child actors for little kid roles. It's just, you know, it's hard to get little kid actors, so that's why it's not around often. But I always appreciate it. They're just fucking around instead of studying, man. Dad's just going through it, though. But what does it mean? What'll happen?
しかし、国家錬金術師ばかり狙うってのはどういうわけだ。特殊能力を持つ錬金術師は楽に殺せる相手じゃない。まして、国家資格を持つ者となれば。
その資格が原因なのでは。
Is he affiliated with Isaac?
大衆のためにあれ、真理の探求者だったはずの錬金術師が国家資格を得た途端、軍の人間兵器。
Interesting. So, I guess alchemists are supposed to be like knowledge seekers. Like that's kind of the idea behind it, or maybe that's just the ideal, you know, like. But that's interesting. So, We gotta know more about this war, man. There's definitely a divide between certain alchemists. We definitely got factions. Oh. Oh, is that... Okay.
なんとしても査定を通らないと。ニーナ、明日はお父さんと一緒に遊ぼうか。
本当？アレキサンダー、お父さんが遊んでくれるって。
Yeah, okay. Bad vibes. He did something to this girl, bro. Or the dog. He's like doing some shit to the dog. It's the dog. What the fuck did he do?
いや、完成品だ。人語を理解するキメラだ。いいかい。この人はエドワード。
Where's the... Oh! Dude! I fucking knew it, man! That's the fucking daughter and the dog, isn't it? Isn't it? That's the fucking dog and the daughter. Oh my... What the hell, man? Right? Yeah. Bro, what the fuck? Why'd he do it? Why didn't I even see that coming?
2年前だね。奥さんがいなくなったのは2年前だね。
ああ。
ニーナとアレキサンダー、どこ行った？
君のような勘のいいガキは嫌いだよ。
Just kill his ass, man.
そして今度は娘と犬を使ってキメラを錬成しやがった。
Yeah. Fuck.
楽だろうさ。人間使えばな。
人類の進歩は無数の人体実験の賜物だろう。君も科学者なら。
ふざけんな。こんなことが許されると思ってんのか。こんな人の命を。
Tell him, Ed. Ed knows.
人の命。
I like that.
の錬金術師。君のその手足と弟。それも君が言う人の命をもてあそんだ。
Yeah, and it was shitty, man. That's an epic shot.
目の前に可能性があったから試した。それが禁忌であると知っていても。
Yeah, you're fucking crazy though, bro. It's just not the same. Beat his ass. Damn. He's just straight hitting him. He's got to convince himself that too. He does feel guilt, obviously, but like. She's just like a sweet little girl, man.
僕たちの力では君を元に戻してあげられない。
I have to kill it.
ごめんね。
Hopefully she's not in pain like the other ones.
これでまた国家錬金術師
Or are they just gonna be cool with that? I didn't even consider that.
何が国家錬金術師だ。何が。
Nah, if this is like what they were actually like wanting, then this shit is fucked up.
悪魔の所業というものがこの世にあるなら、今回の件はまさにそれですね。
国家錬金術師を。
Is this gonna be like, did he win? Is this gonna be something accepted, or is this gonna be viewed as like murder?
あらば人の命を奪うことも辞さず行動せねばならん。タッカー氏の行為と我々の立場に大きな差はない。そしてそれを承知の上でこの道を選んだ。そうだろう。鋼の。
Great shot.
今後も今回のような事件に出くわすことはあるだろう。そうやって立ち止まるのか。
悪魔と罵られようか。俺はあると二人。
Okay.
俺たちは悪魔でも、ましてや神でもない。
Damn! I didn't expect this to get so deep, bro. I'm loving it.
た一人の女の子さえ助けてやれない。
なんで誰も分かってくれないんだろうなニーナ
ショウタッカーだな。
He's gonna kill him.
ではないな
Like, it's gonna be like I said, right? Kill those guys.
神の道に背きし錬金術師。
You're gonna make me like this dude, huh?
滅ぶべし。
Get his ass! Fuck yeah! Oh. Probably this thing too, though, right? Damn, there's like this ringing sound. Really high pitched when it talks. Yeah. Jeez, I'm gonna have a lot to talk about, huh? Episode 4.
神よ、その広き懐に彼らを迎え入れ、哀れな魂に安息と救いを与えたまえ。
He's got like red eyes. Man, what the hell? There are like very strong themes. Again, like science versus faith. Okay, I don't think there's a post-credit scene after this. No, there's not. Hey, that was an awesome episode. The twist wasn't like crazy. I know it got my ass, but I feel like I just wasn't expecting it coming off of last episode. I thought we were gonna just kind of have like, you know, I thought we were gonna take it easy. You know, I thought we were gonna be more lighthearted. It was still like that, but it was just way deeper. And I got Ed. I'm understanding what the big issue is here involving the group we're following, the State Alchemists. And yeah, like it can be a burden, and it's fucked. Dude, I feel like I have to rewatch that one. That one was crazy. I love that episode, but I'm just kind of sitting here like kind of stunned. One, at how the fuck I didn't see that coming. By the way, with the two, the dog and the girl, it was fucked though. That shit had me. I was upset. I felt kind of sick, dude. But yeah. Sorry, I'm just sitting here like I'm just still... Okay. Yeah, so we just start out the episode with this dude who looks really cool. He's got the scars that like go over his eyes and over his forehead. I don't think we got a name for him yet. If we did, I missed it, and I'm just gonna have to find it in editing. But I might even just, again, rewatch this shit. Yeah, so... Dude's going around, he's just a murderer of alchemists. He seems pretty, he seems to be another extremist, kind of like Isaac, but I'm not sure if it's as politically motivated as Isaac, or like, you know, if he's trying to tear down the system for the same reasons. Because he didn't really talk about the whole Ishvalan War or anything. He was talking more broad sense State Alchemists, or not or not state alchemists, just broad sense people people who strayed from God or whatever, you know. I do want his name, and I want to know if he can do anything other than squeeze people's faces. If that's all he does in the whole show, that'd be pretty fucking hilarious. But I'm sure he can do more. I just think it's funny. Sorry. I think it's funny when they grab their face. I don't know why. It's so ridiculous. You know, he's got big ass hands too. I would not want my face getting crushed by that shit. Also, this dude at the very beginning, I didn't get his name, forgot, but he was cool. They called him like the Iron Blood, some shit. And he was just fucking spawning like cannons. Some of these look like gun barrels. That was awesome, dude. Just out of the floor. And he made like a cage, but then he just busted through the cage. The glasses guy. I'm just gonna call him, I was calling the Scar guy for now. Führer shows up. I'm just never gonna not notice some shit when he shows up. He's so fucking sketchy. They call him Führer, and like, Your Excellency, like, what is the deal, man? You gotta crack down hard on traitors. Like, fuck, bro, what the fuck? He just seems cruel. Anyway, okay, Havoc. Havoc is, I think, the guy with the... I don't think he was smoking. I think he just had, like, a sucker in his mouth. But yeah, anyway, I haven't formed a full thought, I feel like, this whole time. Sorry, I'm kind of just scrubbing through this, trying to... There's so much that I feel like happened, but... Yeah, dude's killing people. Guy got fucking ruined in the alleyway. And, Roy puts Ed on the... introduces Ed to, what the hell was his name? Shou Tucker? Roy and Ed's relationship is pretty funny. They seem to get on each other's nerves. I guess Roy, he might be just kind of like a more, serious, uptight guy, and he probably doesn't get along with Ed's demeanor. He's pretty, he's got a lot of attitude, and he's kind of, he's real, self-assured, so he probably doesn't get along with authority too much, and he's a smart kid, so he might just act like a know-it-all. And Roy is pretty understanding, I think, though, of Ed and Al's situation. He seems to help them out because he was the one that found them, and he, even from the beginning, he's understanding, I guess, of their drive. So he's got something behind him too, I think, that he probably relates. But yeah, this dude's just a researcher. I wonder why what are chimeras used for? Are they just monsters? Would they be used for war? You know, because why are they having him research chimeras in the first place? He had like a bunch of them just caged up, so I guess they're kind of somewhat commonplace, I guess. He's got like a Dr. Frankenstein kind of vibe. I should have put that together immediately as well. I just knew he was shady, man. Like, there was so many signs, like, yeah, he's basically like a Dr. Frankenstein kind of guy. You know, mad scientist. But what his real, like, the point of his character, I'm talking about the Chimera guy. The real point of him in this episode is to show how some of these people are so obsessed with the title and the resources they get from being a state alchemist, which I'm not sure, is it really that great? He got a big house. They mentioned that he's got a big house. Was he really that tied to just like this position of being a state alchemist? It's a real criticism of scientists, I think. You know, instead of actually, you could be searching for knowledge and all that, but it can easily become corrupt, and then you start doing things for your own gain instead of for the real point of it, which is bettering society, you know, pushing forward knowledge. But there's some things that, there's limits to it, right? There's some boundaries that just shouldn't be crossed, and I guess that's kind of where the Scar guy is coming from. And maybe that has something to do with the Ishvalan War. Maybe that's an idea that took place there. Could be. We still don't really know anything, so that's kind of just speculation. And I picked up pretty early on the whole, like, you know, sinful existence not being like a natural existence. It's pretty wild. Yeah, there were so many red flags with the girl. I was like, man, they're not really even showing the studying. They're just fucking around. They're just playing with this girl. And it's to get you emotionally attached to her when she gets just fused to her dog. Her and the dog. They were making that extra cute the whole time. I feel like a moron, but it's fucked up and it's shocking. Oh man, fuck this dude. I thought he was doing it all for his daughter. And here I am. He's looking at her. He's looking at her with stars in his eyes because she's his opportunity, not really his goal. What a dickhead. Oh my god. Yeah. Genuinely, if the Scar guy keeps taking out people I don't like, maybe he'll, because he's got a cool design. He's got a cool design. Points are barely in his favor right now. He's got a cool design. He killed a guy that I immediately liked because he has a cool power, so that's that cancels out. But then he killed a guy I hated, and so he's doing all right now. I need to know his name. If he has a shitty name, then maybe we'll down another point. But then he'll just be neutral. Yeah, I like Ed making his arm into a like a robot head. He can do a lot of cool shit with his metal arm. Yeah, and then it was actually Armstrong that brought up the idea of alchemists. They're supposed to be knowledge seekers, right? And then some people they kind of sold out and went into the military using their abilities for warfare and become, you know, soldiers instead of becoming scientists. Instead of staying just merely scientists. Because there is a sort of responsibility there when you have these kind of abilities to be using them for that sort of thing. And even just the nature of the abilities, you know, having to know, you know, the chemical makeup of things and how the principles behind things kind of lends to that. Like, you should be, you know, you need to be knowledgeable. And yeah, he says there's some people that are just envious of their of what they've gained from it, envious of the benefits they get from it, and then there's also those who just completely disagree with that, the whole ideology. Seekers of truth, that's what he says. So we might not be the good guys here, because people seem to not like, we haven't seen many people that are just cool with the state alchemists. I don't even think Granny even liked him. Winry's Granny? I can't even remember her name, if we got it. But she was cool, I liked her. And she didn't seem like she was too cool with the state alchemist either. I don't think Ed and Al's dad was a state alchemist. We never saw him in the uniform. They don't talk about him. So I really wonder what the ratio is like. If there are a lot more uncertified alchemists than there are the state ones. Probably. There are probably a lot out there that are just doing their own thing. And I'm guessing one of the guys. I'm guessing Scar guy is just probably going to be someone that we're going to be after, or he'll just be on the sidelines, kind of taking care of stuff, and we'll see him once in a while. But his introduction here makes me think that we're probably gonna run into him soon and probably have to take care of him, because he can't just be out here killing people. As much as I kind of fuck with him right now, I don't want him hurting the people that I like, you know, because everybody that I like so far is kind of a state alchemist. So I can't have him killing people. Sorry, we gotta deal with him. The design of this fucking dog girl thing is so like scary, and they put like this. The effect they put on her voice, it was like, sorry, my cat's attacking me. The effect they put on her voice was really interesting. It was like, if you have good ears, you can hear there's a real like high-pitched whine when she speaks. It's kind of like a dog's whine, really high-pitched. It's up there, and so that was really cool. And it just sounded like in pain, you know, just suffering. Yeah, I mean, at least it got put out of its misery. I don't know if to call her her or what, because it's kind of both of them now. I guess they, because it's still both of them. Yeah, so it's, or, you know, for the other reason, if you're just unsure. And then this dude trying so desperately to gaslight Ed, like, we're the same. We're just not the same, bro. Like, yeah, I know Ed, for Ed got gaslit. Like, I know he was disagreeing, but, like, he was attacking this guy, but really kind of, beating it into himself when he was hitting him, trying to convince himself, I think, that he's different from this guy, because I think he might see himself like this. He might see himself as a bit of a monster for what he did to Ed and what he tried to do with his mother, because he's not happy here. Like, he's got like real rage in his eyes, and he's taking it out on this guy. But the way I see it, I don't see them even remotely the same. Like, this guy is an actual sociopath. Ed was a kid, for one, way more innocent, naive, and wanted his mother back, you know. He was doing that for him and for Al. It's not the same. This guy tried. He got Ed, so it's real to Ed. I know I'm saying that it's fake with all the shit that he's saying, not real. It's real to Ed, I think. And I think, yeah, Al really feels young. I think he's only a year younger than Ed, but he's not nearly as mature as Ed. And I wonder if some of that has to do with his experience with God. I wonder if he maintained some of the knowledge that he got during that whole thing, if Ed did. Also, he was just a knowledgeable kid. He was the smart one. He kind of got into the whole alchemy thing pretty quick. He was kind of a prodigy, and so Ed is wise beyond his years, but Al does seem like an innocent little kid a lot of the time, and so he doesn't get the same kind of lines as what I'm getting. And so maybe when I ask for more Al, maybe this is just what I'm kind of gonna get, the real kid experience versus Ed, who kind of had to grow up quick. Al maintains his innocence a little bit and doesn't have maybe the most profound things to say, but you can tell the emotion he has for his brother, I think, in these scenes, because he was worried about Ed. Or maybe I'm just reading so much into this because I'm just staring at a fucking still. But I think I'm right. But don't spoil anything. But I do think I'm right. Ed was gonna kill him. Ed was gonna beat him to death, man. Oh, I didn't even think about... Oh, that's good, man. We did get something from Al. Oh, man, that's got me kind of emotional. Oh, fuck. We got Al going to talk to, the dog. What the fuck? I know Alexander was the dog's name, but I couldn't remember the little girl's name. That sucks. The dog girl, the Chimera. I was gonna say the Chimera. We got Al talking to her, trying to comfort her about, becoming this weird thing. He might see himself like that. He could empathize. He's so gentle. He's like this big guy, but he's so he's a very gentle giant. Loving these characters so far. Very interesting, complex. It's episode 4, man, and we're getting these crazy moral dilemmas. And then what does Ed learn out of it? It's just yeah, this is just the beginning. There's gonna be more. Everybody else seems just pretty jaded. They're used to it. But then I think we have the people that want change, and I think that was Isaac. Isaac was insane, and they're murderers. Everybody that we've seen so far that wants change are murderers, but we might be in a situation here where that's kind of what it takes. I can't believe people. I said, I think, was it episode 2 or 3 or whatever, I was like, yeah, I think people aren't that the first arc isn't their favorite, but this whole these first batch of episodes, I'm on episode 4, man, these are really solid. This episode is my favorite so far. I'm going into the next one, bro. Oh man, holy shit. We didn't get anything on the sins anymore in this episode, but again, that has something to do with Christianity, right? So I mean the 7 deadly sins, because we got lust and gluttony, and we haven't seen them. Did we see them last episode? We did see them last episode, actually. Wow. Okay, you guys, I think that's it. I'm going into the next one. You will probably see it next week on Sunday, but I'm debating if I want to start releasing these 2 a week, because I'm going to start recording them more often. We'll see if I have the time for that, because I might be starting another series as well that I have not, I don't think I'll talk about right now, but I'll say I'm excited for it. So yeah, there might be another series on the channel on the horizon. I won't promise anything right now, and I won't say what. So, but if that doesn't happen, these might start coming out twice a week. Again, I'm not going to make any hard statements right now. I'm not going to cement anything, but at least expect one of these. At least expect one of these a week, probably on Sundays. But anyway, this is my favorite episode yet. I'm excited to keep going, and thank you for tuning in. This is fun. Like the video. I liked this episode. You should like this video. Drop a comment. How are you? What are your? Don't spoil anything, but what are your thoughts on this first batch of episodes? Maybe I just got the wrong impression. Maybe I asked the wrong people, but I know some people. Not that it's bad, but they don't find the first arc to be the most interesting. But dude, it's got me kind of gripped. Okay, So let me know. What are your thoughts on all this? No spoilers, but if there's anything that I missed that's not a spoiler that I should have picked up that you wanted me to talk about, let me know, and I'll try to bring it up in the next episode. And hey, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.